So hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can score off of this screen and roll. So the screen and roll in basketball is becoming more and more prevalent. More and more teams are using it because it's such a deadly tool, because not many big men know how to defend the screen and roll. And this is, as a guard, you can really destroy the other team by just using screen and rolls solely alone. So let's say your player is setting a screen from this direction, he's going to roll towards the basket. Now a proper screen and roll is going to be having him totally screening, and then when your man goes this way, he's going to be sealing and then asking for the ball. Meanwhile, what you're hoping for is his bigger defender to pop out on you, because you're going to be quicker than him. And now you have two mismatches, you against the center, and now your center posting up their guard. That is what you're hoping for. So now you can take advantage of this, and by doing so, one move is going to be coming off of the screen and roll and just very easily kicking that foot down to the ground and taking your shot. And you want to make sure that when you're coming off that screen, you're really kicking that foot, because it's going to give you momentum to get up into the air to get your shot off. Now, if the opposing center or other defender is popping out on you to hedge against you, hedge screening or whatever you want to call it, if he comes off on you and your player defensively comes down underneath the screen, you can easily just say, nope, I'm not going to go that way, and go back towards the left side. And now you can drive, you can take your shot from the left side. There's a couple of different options there. Now, something that we see a lot of in the NBA is James Harden doing fadeaways. And where he gets most of his fadeaway jump shots from is the screen and roll. And how he does that is the player who's defending the screen and roll, he's not hedging, or he may not be hedging as much as he should be, and James Harden's defender is going underneath the screen instead of fighting through, or he might be caught up on a screen. And James Harden in general is really good at the fadeaway. And what he does is easily, he drives, he sees that there's nobody hedging, there's his defender who's going underneath the screen, and what he does is just simply says, oh, okay, I'm going to take that shot. And he hits it. A jump back, a fadeaway, one or the other, it doesn't matter. And sometimes he travels, we all know that, but he can get that shot off really well, really easily. So there's a couple of ways to read the screen and roll. So the first one I like to do is to drive right away on the screen and roll. It doesn't matter what's happening, unless there's a defender that pops straight out in front of me, I'm driving every single time. Now, if they start hedging, what I can do now, so once I've driven towards the net a few times, once I've come off of a screen driving towards the rim, they're going to be hedging. And if my player is still not fighting through the screen for me, then I'm just going to pull back and say, okay, I might drive this way, I might take my shot this way. And then, if there's like 2 seconds left on the clock, I'm going to roll off the screen. If there's a player hedging, I'm going to take my shot and maybe do a little bit of a fadeaway. Now, of course, these are all things that I used to do when I was in high school and when I went later on for my two solid days as a pro player before an injury. But these are some of the moves that I used to do off of the screen and roll. They were very effective, especially at the high school level. Now, there is one more move that I forgot to mention, and that is the hesitation. So when you're coming off of the screen, right about here, when you're in line with your player who is screening for you, if nobody is hedged, if your player is going underneath, is the hesitation. So you can hesitate, it'll stop the defenders from moving, and then you start driving on them. This is a very effective move where you can drive and do the hesitation just like that. Now, I might not be as quick as I used to be. I'm trying to lose weight, but anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed. I hope that these plays help you score more points, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video.